Russell Gahagan from Russell's Fishing Tech, back at you with another fishing report. Tried to do one on the water yesterday, but it didn't end up working out. We had a doubleheader going at the time, and my uncle had the camera or the phone, and he was trying to do it, and it just didn't work out. So I apologize for that. Actually might work better because I can take a little more time to show you guys some stuff, show you what's working. The big thing is here out of Sheboygan, Manitowoc to Rivers, all the way up, I think, to Sturgeon Bay, from what I'm understanding. Fishing for king salmon right now is pretty darn good. We do have a full moon situation, so they are biting a little bit through the night as well, which does, can affect the morning and afternoon bites a little bit, change the timings on when they're biting. But I was out all day yesterday with a couple trips with some friends from out of town, and let me tell you, it was one of the most fun days I've had in a while. I think we ended up boating, I don't know, 6 or 8 kings in that 20-pound class range, and another, half a dozen or handful of kings throughout the day. The evening wasn't as good as the morning, but it was still pretty darn good. We had a lot of fun. Caught some steelhead, caught some cohos. It was just a ton of fun. So if you're fishing from Sheboygan north up to Sturgeon Bay, I think the king fishing is pretty good overall. I did see some decent reports out of Port Milwaukee yesterday. Sounds like the numbers down there maybe aren't as good as they were, but still pretty good fishing. I know the Port Derby's going on this weekend, so that'll be a lot of fun if you guys are going to get out for that. The best fishing here right now is in 50 to 75 foot of water, 50 to 80 foot of water, I guess. So it's straight out just north of town a little bit here in Sheboygan, 50 to 80 foot of water, primarily catching the fish 20 to 40 down. I think during the high sun periods, middle of the day, you might get some bites down a little deeper than that, but for me, primarily, it's been that 20 to 40 down range. High divers were really good yesterday, either braid or wire, like 71, 81, 91 out, stuff like that. Had a couple of low diver bites, but not too many. 5 colors were real good for adult salmon yesterday. Took a couple of hits later in the morning yesterday on 200 coppers. Took some steelhead bites on like 2 and 3 color type stuff. So let's get into kind of what's working. For the kings, it's been primarily a flasher fly bite. I'm going to go through a few of the ones that have really been standouts here for the last week or two, but again, were really good yesterday. Studs Blue Chin has really been hot. That was probably my hottest overall blade yesterday, I would say. For the whole day, it was solid on a high diver. That one was really good. A new one that we just came out with that has been on fire as well, and it's actually probably been better for some other people than me personally, but I did catch some fish on it yesterday, was Chrome Peyton's Pounder. That one was good yesterday. I mean, I had multiple people out of Sheboygan messaging me that were catching fish on that one while I was out yesterday. A sleeper that's been good for the last probably 2 weeks on my charter boat, and we took a big king on it yesterday and only ran it for a little while, was UV Dragon. It's a chrome flasher with scale tape, a green ladder back, and a UV back. This was actually a request by a charter captain out in New York that we did this off season, added as a new one, and really didn't do much for me, to be honest with you, but goes to show I don't know everything, obviously, because this one's been a really good flasher. Been good all year. We can't keep them in stock. We're making them every single day, and it just remains good. I took a big 4-year-old on it yesterday again. I think maybe even 2 of them. Megatron. Chrome Megatron just continues to be a standout flasher. And then arguably the hottest flasher on Lake Michigan last year, and based on pictures I've received already this year, I would say arguably the hottest flasher on Lake Michigan this year, Blue Stud UV. Probably will go down in the top few of the best flashers I've ever designed. I don't know how many kings this thing has caught in the last 2 years, but it's a lot. It's a large number, and a lot more than a lot of other ones. So, that's one that, again, yesterday took some nice kings. I think I caught a big king on it and lost a big king on it in the morning. I think we lost a big bite on it in the afternoon. That particular program has been really good. For me personally, fly-wise, it's been 2 different flies. It's been Illumination, and it's been Novocaine. Those have been the 2 flies for me personally that have been working. Now, something I wanted definitely wanted to share with you that, you know, I don't get a lot of time on the water anymore, so I like to share some of the information and stuff that I get that comes in as well. Yesterday out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a very special fish was caught, a 37-pound king by King of Kings Sport Fishing. Congratulations to them. I mean, that is a epic special fish. And they were gracious enough to share with us that that king was caught on a green willy fly, a green willy salmon candy fly, and that they've been doing really well on that fly behind white flashers. So it's a fly that you want to have in your arsenal if you don't. It's a really good fly that I don't give enough time to. I probably will going forward, obviously, and I like green flies coming up here in like July and stuff anyways, so I will definitely be fishing this quite a bit. It's similar to our No Mercy, but a little bit different, and it obviously took a special fish yesterday, so it works, and we're looking forward to more of them getting out there and seeing more guys fishing those. Something kind of new that's been really working since the Salmon Cup tournament, and I've talked a little bit about it, and more guys have been messaging me pictures and stuff of it, has been our new 10-inch double fin fish blades. Those with a 30-inch leader to the fly. So this fish blade with a 30-inch leader to the fly has been really catching some big fish. They don't seem to get the numbers of bites that the 8-inch flashers get, but you know, they almost exclusively, not 100%, but almost exclusively get big king bites. And I had multiple customers, like 5 or 6, message me yesterday that they took big fish on these, you know, fish blades yesterday. And there's not a ton of them out there, so it's not like everybody's got them and running them. And then they're definitely working. And in a lot of the same colors, even the Ryan's Black Magic has been good, which is this one right here, in a 10-inch fish, double fin fish blade. That one's been really good. You know, some of the other colors, Blue Stud, Megatron, you know, same stuff we've been, UV Dragon that we've been talking about in the, you know, in the 8-inch stuff will work in the 10-inch. But it's just a little different profile, a little different design. UV Black Eyed Peas, another good color that guys have been taking fish on in the 10-inch blades. But it's something that you should have in your arsenal. Especially with, you know, us getting a little bit later in the summer. The fish are getting a little bit more aggressive now. Waters will start to slowly warm. Those 10-inch fish blades with a little bit longer fly leader will become a player here, and is already becoming a player if you want to target big salmon. And then last but not least is a spoon bite. And of course, you know, depending on who you talk to, you know, there's guys are catching fish on spoons for sure. You know, for me personally, there's a couple of mag spoons that have been standing out for customers and for myself. It's been Studs Blue Chin, just like the flasher, has been good in a mag spoon, up on like a 5-color or a 7-color type of rod, 150 copper. And then Green Jeans UV in a mag spoon has been a standout all year and continues to be. And then, as I mentioned before, even though we're fishing in that skinny water, we are catching some steelhead on 2 and 3 color lead cores. So, you know, spoons like the Steely Candy are something that we've been throwing out up on top, and has been producing over the course of the last week or so. You know, up on them high lines, the 2 and 3 colors. If you want to throw something out there for some action, you know, this has been a spoon that's been working for a lot of guys, and so has some of the other ones, Double Orange Crush, you know, things like that, have been productive. So wanted to give you a little on the water report. Yesterday was a ton of fun. Looks like we're going to have some wind here for a couple of days, and then hopefully it'll settle in, and we'll get a good stretch of weather again for what's coming up in closing in on July here. And a lot of derbies and fun fishing going to be happening coming soon. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to everybody getting out and catching a bunch of fish. There's some really nice fish around, and it seems like there's a fair amount of them around. So should be good July coming. Get some of this stuff if you don't have it. Strap it on your rods and catch a bunch of fish. Good luck and good fishing.